The night was bitter cold. Stars gleamed like ice crystals suspended in a velvet sky. The Titanic, grand and unyielding, carved through the Atlantic at near full speed. Below deck, stewards moved swiftly. Engineers tended the roaring furnaces. Officers checked their charts, muttering about good weather and smooth sailing, and through it all, there was singing. At first, it was almost nothing. A breeze, a hum threading between the creaks and groans of the mighty ship. But then, the melody grew clearer, ethereal, beautiful, barely audible, but irresistible. Captain Edward Smith stood in his quarters, pen poised over the ship's logbook. He froze. His hand trembled. He knew that sound. Every old sailor knew that sound. He sensed the ship had changed its course, ever so slightly. Sirens. He grabbed the nearest phone and barked into it, his voice sharper than steel. "Stay on course!" Without waiting for a reply, he dashed out of his quarters and sprinted through the ship's gleaming corridors. His polished boots echoed like gunshots against the silence. Past confused stewards and sleepy officers, he raced to the ship's surgery. His hands fumbled through cabinets and drawers, tossing aside bandages, glass bottles, and surgical tools until he found it. Beeswax. With trembling urgency, he tore off 2 large lumps, packing them deep into his ears. The world dulled, the singing fading into a distant murmur. He shoved the rest into his pocket and ran, faster than he had in years, toward the bridge. The moment he stepped inside, his stomach twisted. The helmsman stood motionless at the wheel, a glassy-eyed smile stretched across his face. Other officers stared ahead, dreamy and slack-jawed. None of them moved, none of them blinked. They were transfixed. The singing was louder now, almost roaring against the silence of the ship. The captain shoved the beeswax at the nearest officer. "Quick, put this in your ears. Block the song. They're sirens. They're luring us to our graves." No one responded. Not a blink. Not a word. Only vacant smiles and frozen bodies swaying gently to the hypnotic melody. Suddenly, 3 bells rang. The crow's nest exploded with frantic screams, blasting through the intercom phone. "Iceberg, dead ahead, sir." But the helmsman didn't flinch. He gripped the wheel tighter, as if surrendering to the haunting lullaby. Captain Smith lunged forward, shoving the helmsman aside, grabbing for the wheel with both hands. The man's body was impossibly heavy, locked in a trance. It was like moving a statue. The captain's eyes darted up, and he saw it. Through the thick night, illuminated by the ship's own lights, loomed the jagged face of death itself. An iceberg, towering and merciless, rushing closer by the second. And there, perched upon the ice like goddesses sculpted from moonlight, were the singers, Sirens. Their hair flowed like silk against the cold wind, their lips parted in a song both mesmerizing and deadly. They smiled down at him, their beauty heart-stopping, their eyes gleaming with wicked triumph. They sang only to him now. The captain gritted his teeth, fighting the pull of the music as he wrestled the wheel, trying desperately to steer away. But it was too late. The Titanic shuddered as the iceberg tore through her side, a wound that would bleed her into legend. And through it all, the Sirens sang, smiling.